Good evening. I hope we're all doing fine. So, today is Saturday, and we're going to be doing a review of how our week went, right? On Monday, we're able to analyze our charts to see what trades we're going to be taking during the week. So, today, Saturday, it's only right that we do a review of what we did during the week, the mistakes we made, lessons we learned, successes we had, and profits and losses we made. So yeah, so we're going to be starting with DXY. So we'll be looking at DXY today, GU and BTC. Those were the two charts we analyzed today, this week. So from our analysis on Monday, I think on Monday the market was around this point. Yes, the market was around this area on Monday. So this is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So this is where the market was on Monday. And you see this red arrow here. Our analysis was that it's going to go up, test this resistance zone here, and come down, right? So from what we see, there was this trend line that is coming down here that the market had to test. So you see it actually came up, tested the resistance zone, but did not have enough momentum to come right down. So it had to go back up, test the trend line, grab momentum, and come back. So you notice that this our entry we made here. This is where our stop loss was, above this trend line, right? Above the trend line and above the support and resistance zone. So we'll notice that all the week there were no really high movements of the DXY. There was no much volatility or momentum. There was more of like consolidation. But when it's going to break either this trend line down or the trend line up, it's going to move with massive volume. So we have to be on the lookout for that move and not miss. So right now it's still acting on this support here. This is a 4 hours time frame, so it's acting on this support. So the whole of this week we were looking for buy opportunities because we knew that the DXY is going to sell. So here it bought, came down, bought again, so it was just like consolidating. So let's go to our GU and see our British pound and see how it behaved. So these were the trend lines we had, this trend line here, this other trend line. So I'm sure Monday, this is where we had Monday. So you see from our arrow here, we said it's going to come down, react here, and then go up to the trend line and test it. And that's exactly what happened. It came down here and then went up. So it consolidated a lot. See all of this consolidation here, and came up. So there's this other trend line. If you notice this second trend line, this shorter one, this was like an actual confirmation to our move up. So if you did not enter at the beginning, you could wait for this trend line to be broken, and then there's a retest here before you enter. So there were so many opportunities to enter this buy, and then it came, retested the trend line and the support and resistance zone, and sold. So if you caught the sell, fine, but we were looking for buy opportunities and reacted on this support here twice. So you'll definitely buy a little again to this before coming down. So we're going to do another analysis in preparation for the new week, but now we're just doing a review of our week. So now let's look at BTC. How did BTC go? So from our BTC analysis, we said BTC was going to buy, right? I think we were here when we were doing that analysis, and we said this is the little arrow. I don't know if you can see this clearly. Yes, so this is where the market was when we did our analysis together. We said it's going to come down, retest this trend line, because there was a small trend line here. So I was hoping for it to come and retest this trend line before we enter a buy. And also if it break this other trend line, we know that it's going to keep buying. right? So that night I also made a video on this, but it did not buy right up to this other trend line, so the market actually left us behind. But that's fine, because there are always going to be more opportunities in the market, right? So never think you missed out on an opportunity. There will be so many more opportunities in the market. So it bought beautifully, came back, retested this safety line here. So you see the red line down is our safety line for our buy. So it retested it, came up, still retested the safety line, and bought without even a retest. So anybody that caught this caught a very beautiful buy, and it came down. So once it broke our safety line, we knew that okay, it's the time for us to leave the buy, right? It probably wants to retest back. And look at this beautiful retest here. So it retested right up to this trend line that it had not tested. It had not retested since. So it retraced and came down and retested this trend line that it had not tested, and also made the third point. So this other trend line here, this is the first touch, this is the second touch, and it gave a third touch. So this is a perfect by the book entry. So if you're in the market when the market is here, this is a perfect entry for a buy. And it also tries to give us like a double bottom here. So this is going to, so we are looking to see BTC buy massively, right? Like even in the analysis we did. So if I were to enter here, I'll be targeting this next trend line, and let me see if there's a support area around here. So there's this part, so there's like a support and resistance zone somewhere here. So this is what we'll be aiming for. So this is a very good buy. And mind you, right, there is no 100% sure setup, right? Always risk only what you can afford to lose. The market can still decide to manipulate us, because it knows we've seen a perfect entry, right? An entry by the book. So it's going to try to manipulate us, get our liquidities, our stop loss before moving in the direction. So we can still draw another trend line down here. Let me just try to do that right now. So if we draw a trend line from here to here, oh, let's see, I would love to do one like this. Yes, so if we do a trend line like this, it's not a perfect trend line, but yes, so we can wait for this trend line to be broken, retested before we enter a buy on BTC. That's still fine to confirm the buy. So yeah, I think the week was an amazing one. All the analysis we did went in that direction. But now the real question is, how did we handle our psychology, right? How did we handle our emotions? Did we trade what we analyzed? Did we over risk, right? So did we take our risk management into consideration? Were we greedy? Were we afraid? So you have to make sure you learn all these lessons. So it was a pretty amazing week for me. I passed my demo challenge, the demo account, because my goal is to pass 3 demo accounts the challenge first before getting a real account. So I passed the first one, and I started the second one, and I made in just 2 days I made about $700. So I have to meet up to the 1,250 target to pass that one. After that, I'll still get another demo account, pass it before I start trading live accounts. So let me know what your goals are, how you're trading, if you're trading demo, if you're practicing with demo, or you're already trading live, how it's going, any lessons you learned. So thank you for watching this video. Bye.